UK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay by the shit. There's been an interesting story that's been making the rounds. I don't know if it's caught your attention, but Pras Michel, I believe it's pronounced, or Praswell, formerly of the Fugees. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I saw a story that was saying Leonardo DiCaprio was testifying for the prosecution at a trial of Fuji rapper Pras, and I was like, weird story because seeing those kind of names associated together. But they say that Leo wasn't under any kind of suspicion of anything, but that he testified to a grand jury that was heading up Pras's indictment, which is accusing Pras of facing charges in the U.S. for some finance conspiracy with a Malaysian businessman who allegedly stole billions of dollars from a Malaysian sovereignty wealth fund, and he had been, dispersing it, I guess, in the entertainment field or around certain different people. Now, as of today, where we're picking up, it's been reported that Pras has actually been found guilty of illegal lobbying. There's been reports online saying that he was an FBI informant somewhat for over 20-something years. So this is kind of an interesting one. I guess it's rocked a lot of people. We've seen celebrities and different people chime in. Notably, even with Death Row, he's got David Kenneth, famous.
That's what I saw. I didn't care about nothing else. Well, all I see is a picture with David Kenneth in the background. That's when I was like, oh, shit, it's about to get deep. So I'm sure Pras was like, I'm sure the Fuji money ain't up like that no more. You feel what I'm saying? So are you trying to go get it? And they from that descent, the Nigerians and them Africans and Nigerians, they go get it. They I love you. What is your bank account routing number?
Well, we're talking Malaysian. We ain't even talking, Africans. The biggest first is I don't point out any nations because they'll probably pull me up. But
I'm talking about Pras. They all come from that. The Haitian, African.
Yeah, that kind of he from Haiti, but in that same stretch, we all kind of African in that kind of league, probably one or 2 degrees off. But so yeah, I know they Haitians, but I wouldn't put them in the they ACOT, ACOT. You mentioned even the Haitian diaspora, like I think the Haitians, they some of the most powerful people on a different aspect, especially when we're coming from a
they go get it, man. No disrespect to the Haitians, no disrespect to the Haitians and the Nigerians or nothing. I'm just saying, I'm just playing.
They spirit strong, man. They led the Haitian Revolution, and they one of the first real nations that led heavy revolt against colonizers and stuff, and definitely brought into colonial powers and stuff, and to this day, that's why they still in a stitch when it comes to like hoodoo and voodoo and things of that nature, because the powers that those people were able to harness and tap into, but utilize on a different aspect was but long far of people from those days, as you said, if we're looking at now, especially the industry, we're talking like coercion and people getting involved with criminal organizations and different types. You mentioned Steven Seagal, in a joking manner. Some people have said, while documenting Steven Seagal's dealings with Vladimir Putin and the Russians, so politics and entertainment on a serious note do go hand in hand, because this is the world that we're living in. I know we all could look at, just these celebrities and the gossip and all that stuff was happening, but a lot of the times these are huge things that have implications on people's lives on a day-to-day basis, and especially when we're talking mismanagement of funds and embezzlement and stuff on a global scale. It's definitely a shocking thing to hear of. Now, we do know that there's some of these businessmen that financed a lot of Hollywood films, so maybe that's where Leonardo DiCaprio's name has kind of come into it, because he can attest to seeing people in certain circles. Not to speculate with Pras, I do remember there was a period where he was heavily involved with, I guess, a lot of independent movies and stuff like that. And but so it'll be interesting to see how this one unfolds. We do know that David Kenner reportedly said that he was unhappy with the verdict and does hope that there will be, some this the kind of case to be dismissed or looked at again. So I guess that
Yeah,
remains.
all jokes aside on Pras, I'm just playing. I hope he does get out, man, or they appeal it or whatever, because once you start going, when you go to jail closer to your 50s, you know what I'm saying, when you almost 50, or I don't know how old Pras really is, but I'm sure when you're like close to 50 years old, and they give you any type of time, 10 years, 15 years, that's damn near life to me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the real world. So, I mean, if he was involved in any stuff, sometimes consequences of the game. Join us on the line, bout.online.com for the hottest UK US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.